During the awkward bubble season that took place last year, the NBA decided to implement a play-in tournament, where essentially the 7 through 10 seeds would all be in a mini tournament to decide the final 2 seeds in the playoffs. The 7th and 8th seeds would play a game. The winner of that would get the 7th seed. The loser of the 7 and 8 game would play the winner of the 9 and 10 game, the winner of that having the rights to the 8th seed. While the NBA's main goal from this play-in tournament is to generate revenue, this play-in game can be a really good thing for the league in general. First of all, this newly implemented play-in tournament makes games at the end of the season more meaningful. Teams at 5 and 6 are clawing to stay above water, while even the 12th seeded teams are playing hard until the very end to potentially end up as 10th. Not only that, but this single elimination tournament can and probably will produce many upsets. But without further ado, let's dive right into the 4 teams that will make it out alive from the gauntlet that is the 2021 NBA Play-In Tournament. Let's start with the Eastern Conference. The Boston Celtics are set to take on the Washington Wizards in the 7-8 matchup. The Celtics are deflated, with Jaylen Brown out for the rest of the season. On the other hand, the Wizards have been on a hot streak with Russell Westbrook absolutely dominating and making headlines. So I don't personally think that it would be a hot take to have the Wizards win this one. I think that it will definitely be a close game. And when there's 2 players, Jason Tatum and Bradley Beal, that could legitimately go off for 60 points, this game could really go either way, depending on who plays well. In the 9 and 10 matchup, the 9th seeded Indiana Pacers take on the 10th seeded Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets had been in 8th for a long time, until narrowly losing to the Wizards in the season finale, dropping them to the 10th spot. For this game, I have the Hornets winning. Although they don't have home court advantage, I feel like LaMelo Ball and the Hornets will not disappoint. The Hornets have been plagued with injuries the entire season and probably would have finished higher if not for major injuries to their starters and regular rotational players. The Pacers have been just not that good since the All-Star break, and they slowly slipped in the standings ever since the first half of the season. This sets up a matchup between the Boston Celtics and the Charlotte Hornets. I think that Boston will take this game, but barely. It will be interesting to see Kemba and Terry Rozier go at each other, especially since they're traded for each other. But I feel like the main reason why the Celtics will still win is because of Jason Tatum, arguably a top 15 player in the league who's been putting up career highs across the board. I just don't think that the Hornets will have the defensive stoppers to stop Jason Tatum. I mean, no one's going to stop Jason Tatum, but there still isn't anyone on the Hornets to slow him down. In conference, the 7th seeded LA Lakers are set to be playing the 8th seeded Golden State Warriors. I think that the Lakers will win this game now that LeBron and AD are both healthy enough to play. Steph could go for 70 points, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but on the terms that Curry does not go completely insane, the Lakers will comfortably take the 7th seed. In the 9 and 10 matchup, the Grizzlies are set to face the San Antonio Spurs. The Grizzlies barely lost to the Warriors in the last game of the season, the game that decided who would get the 8th seed. The Spurs have been good all season long, but the Grizzlies have been just even better, hence why they're above the Spurs in the standings. Not to mention, the Grizz have had too many injuries to count. They missed Ja Morant for a few weeks from an ankle sprain, and Jaren Jackson's been out for who knows how long. In addition, the Grizzlies have something to prove. After being knocked out of the play-in tournament last season in a nail-biter versus the Trailblazers, Memphis is ready to get back in the playoffs with their young core. With the Lakers and Grizzlies winning their respective games, this sets up another Warriors-Grizzlies matchup for the 8th seed. I predict that the Warriors with Curry, Draymond, and Wiggins will simply outmatch the Grizzlies. The last regular season game was relatively close, but once Steph started to heat up, there was no looking back for the Warriors. The Grizzlies may have the chemistry and all-around talent, but the Golden State Warriors have Steph and Curry, the top 2 players in the world right now. Therefore, the stage is set. In the 2021 play-in tournament, I predict that it will be the Wizards in 7th and the Celtics in 8th in the East, and the Lakers in 7th and the Warriors in the 8th out West. Although I don't think there will be any upsets, anything could realistically happen. A single elimination tournament for the final 2 playoff spots is exciting as it can get. These next few days of play-in basketball can really change the landscape of the NBA. Curry going off on the Lakers could result in the Lakers playing Utah in round 1. Russell Westbrook having a good game could result in a Nets Big 3 versus Russ and Beal in the first round. This play-in tournament will be something to watch, no doubt about it. What are your predictions for the play-in? Did they get something wrong? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But that will do it for this one. Be on the lookout for a full playoff prediction video coming soon. Stay tuned and peace out.